the distribution is currently in deploying phase. Once it will be done, then we can move on with the next steps. So here, like if we see, go back here and check our distribution for www.cloudwithharry. If I go here and if I try to open this, it opens up the website. Actually, like it opens up the content from the website. But if you try to do the same thing for this distribution, it will not open anything. So we need to add the DNS records for these distributions for our domain names, like root and subdomain name. Then it will work fine for you. So next step is basically to add DNS records for the distributions that we have created here. So let's go to Route53, and here we can add the DNS records. So click on the public hosted zone for the website and click here on create record. Now for the record name, we are adding it for the subdomain. So on the subdomain, type www, and rest is already there, and it will be a record. So we are basically redirecting this www.cloudwithharry, and we want to redirect this to the CloudFront distribution endpoint. So choose CloudFront distribution here, and then for this particular domain, it will show the distribution automatically here. So choose that distribution, and rest everything should be default. We are using simple routing policy, and just create record now. So we added this a record for our subdomain name, and it's routing the traffic to this particular cloud distribution. Now let's see if our cloud distribution is ready for root domain name. So it's still in deploying. Okay, so the distribution for our root domain is ready. You can see that the last modified date is now showing up. Previously it was showing here as deploying, and the status is also enabled. Let's add a record in Route53 for this as well. So we can go to Route53 and we can create a new record, and this time subdomain will be empty, like we don't need to type anything. So we are creating this record for Cloud with Harry. So any user coming with cloudwithharry.com, we want to basically route them to the CloudFront distribution which we have just created, this one, and we can just click on create record. So now you can see that we have two records added here in Route53, www.cloudwithharry and cloudwithharry.com, and both are routing traffic to their corresponding CloudFront distributions. Any user coming with www.cloudwithharry will be served directly from that bucket, but anyone coming for cloudwithharry.com, those requests will be routed to this CloudFront distribution, and then ultimately it will be served from the subdomain bucket, because we have redirect request added in the S3 bucket when we enable the website hosting in that particular bucket. So if I go here in the S3 bucket, and if I open this Cloud with Harry properties in the static website hosting, we can see that the hosting type is redirect request. So any request coming for cloudwithharry.com will be redirect to the other bucket, which is the www.cloudwithharry, and from here the content will be served to the user, and this will be done by CloudFront. So it will basically try to cache the static content, but if any content is not present in the cache, it will try to fetch that content from here, from this bucket, when the request will come for cloudwithharry.com. That is our root domain name. So let's try to give it a test. We can test it now. The last step that we have for this exercise is to test the website. So we have everything ready. So we can just go and type cloudwithharry.com, and you can see that we can see our web page, and our website is now ready. Users across the globe can access it. And if I open this, you can see that the website is also secured, connection is secured using HTTPS, because we have added the SSL certificate when we created the CloudFront distribution. And now the next step would be to create a CI/CD pipeline for this project, and we will create a part 2 video for it because it's getting a little bigger, and I really don't want to add that detail in this video. So I will create a part 2 of this exercise, where we will create the CI/CD pipeline for this whole project, and then we will try to see that if we are making any changes to our website content, whether we are able to publish those content directly by committing those changes in our development area. So the whole point will be like, as soon as we commit the changes to the repository, the code pipeline will poll to that repository, and as soon as it detects any change in the repository, it will trigger the whole code pipeline, where it will build and deploy our content, and the deployment will happen on the S3 bucket basically. So we will do all that in our next video. For this video, I think that's enough, and I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, you can add that in comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be adding more exercises and hands-on projects. Thank you.